Hey, I'm moving the camera way back, so my shots are way further today, and I'll be shooting my pica longbow. But what I'm going to do is tell you the distances that I'm shooting, and I'm going to tell you how I personally am going to do my best to hit it. Remember, I use all sorts of different aiming methods, and I'll explain those kind of as I go. The first balloon, that pink one with the raccoon, not very far. So it's 14 yards. So for me, at 14 yards, there's really no dip in my arrow. It hasn't come down much at all. So what I actually do is I put the arrow, let's say I didn't even have a bow, I would put the arrow as if it was a laser pointer from here, and just kind of put the arrow where it needs to be. I come to full draw, and then I let the arrow go. That's how the best way for me to explain how I aim up close. I'm going to put the bow where it needs to be, to hold the arrow as if it was a laser pointer, and I'm going to make that shot. There's 5 balloons out there today, and I have 6 arrows. Hopefully I can pull this off. So let's see if I can't get that first, the raccoon. Okay, so I got that one. And again, at that point, I'm just using the arrow as if it was a laser pointer, because there's really no dip in the arrow at this point. So the turkey is 18 yards away. So at about 18 yards, I know from my shooting experience that my arrow is already dropping about that far. So what I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to aim for the top of that white balloon, and hopefully the arrow will drop down into it. But again, I'm still using the laser pointer method, and I'm aiming for the top of that balloon. And we got it. So it sank down into it, just a tad. So now, let's go for that blue balloon on that lying down deer. This is a 23-yard shot. So I know from my experience out here, my longest shot used to be, from the other setup, 23 yards. So if I aim about an inch or two above that balloon, the arrow should hopefully dip down and hit it. Again, I'm still using the arrow as if it was a laser pointer, and I'm letting the arrow drop down into where I hope it's going to hit. So I'm going to aim like an inch or two above that blue balloon, and I'm probably going to miss the target because the balloon's bouncing all over the place and hit that can, but I'll just make the shot for the video. And we got it. So, I don't know what the distance is on this purple one. Oh well, as it turns out, it's also a 23-yard shot. So, hopefully if I do what I just did and aim an inch or two above that balloon, it's going to sink down into it. And we got it. So 27 yards on this last one. My personal experience, and it's my belief that once I get past 23 yards, I have to use a different aiming system. Instinctive no longer is going to get me where I want to go. So at this point, I'm now going to use point of aim. So when I come to full draw at my anchor, I'm going to put the tip of this arrow on that balloon. For me personally, my point of aim when I'm at my highest anchor point, which is what I'm going to use at this point. I'm not going to get into face walking at this time. But if I'm at my highest anchor point and I put this tip on something, it's usually about a 24-yard shot. But since we're elevated today, I think I can hit that balloon at 27 yards with my point of aim. So let's see if I can do it. Woo! I guess some days you're just on. I actually have an extra arrow. I did not expect that. So today I'm shooting a pica, pulling about 51 pounds, and it's 56 inches long. These arrows are 585 grains, and they're traveling about 150 feet per second. So if you can get consistent with this, what I'm able to do later then is I have 3 anchor points, and by using that point of aim, I then can have a 40 yard point of aim and a 60 yard point of aim, depending on my anchor on my face. But that's for a different video. This is how I would aim for these specific situations. Y'all have a good day and aim small.